Why Devon Larratt is so important to arm wrestling. Devon Larratt is one of the most known people in the world for the fitness community purely because of his arm wrestling experience and his personality. Now, arm wrestling is not a big sport, but yet, if you ask any fitness person who watches YouTube at all, they'll know who Devon Larratt is. Devon Larratt is well known for how he talks on the arm wrestling table. Now, I believe that is one of his most redeeming qualities, and that is why he's so well known. Just purely on how he acts on the arm wrestling table, people love to watch Devon Larratt arm wrestling. Obviously, he just won his last competition, and they did not mic him up. That was a big mistake. Miking the athletes up like Devon Larratt makes the sport grow so much better. It's what the people want to see. Another point on why Devon Larratt is so important for arm wrestling, well, he's what put arm wrestling on the map, in my opinion. Him making his YouTube channel is what put arm wrestling to its position right now. Without Devon Larratt's YouTube channel, I don't think arm wrestling would be well known or even have any sort of relevance nowadays. It would still be such an underground sport. And then obviously on top of that, just the way he acts. If he wasn't who he was, he would never have gotten arm wrestling so recognized. Say if he was just like Levon and had a YouTube channel all those years ago, I don't think he'd ever have grown the sport so much. Devon Larratt's character is so important to arm wrestling, and that's what makes him great. Another point, Devon Larratt's actual arm wrestling. Now, Devon's changed styles over the years, but his style is so interesting to watch because he just doesn't want to pin people. He wants to play the match out. He wants to get their opponents riled up. He wants to make the match hard. He wants to give himself a hard match. In my opinion, he could win matches so much quicker than he does, but he just lets them play out to see how it goes and make it more interesting for people to watch. I think that's a great way to compete because obviously Devon is one of the greatest arm wrestlers ever. Obviously, there's been people that have beaten him, like Levon, where he couldn't mess with them, hold them. They just flash pinned them. But at the most part, Devon beats most people. He is the 99%, the 1% like Levon. They're the only opponents who could really stop him. The final point is Devon Larratt's love for the arm wrestling and the arm wrestling community. He's so well known on everything about arm wrestling, how to train, how to get better, how to improve your form, teaching people. If you ever watch one of his seminars or him just teaching someone like Brian Shaw, the way he talks about arm wrestling, he just wants to make the person know everything, get all of that knowledge in, and get better at arm wrestling. And in turn, that helps grow the arm wrestling community and gives the person he's teaching a love for the sport rather than being a really strict and simple teacher. He shows how much he loves arm wrestling. That's why Devon Larratt is so important to arm wrestling and one of arm wrestling's greatest people ever. So peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.